I spent 1 year studying game development at Newcastle University before getting hired as an engine programmer on Sea of Thieves, and today I'll be sharing everything I learned with you guys. But before I do, as some of you know, my degree was designed by the industry in order to hire its graduates. These are only a small handful of games that graduates have gone on to work at. So why am I telling you this? Well, in order to get into the games industry as a programmer, you need to have two things. The first is a strong grasp of the fundamentals, and the second I'll share with you a little later in this video, as I can't really summarize it in a single sentence. Whether you want to be an indie developer or in the industry, knowing the fundamentals, or even knowing they exist, will empower you to solve problems more effectively. So in order to help you guys with that, I've organized all the concepts we learned into a Notion template. In it, I include links to some very useful tools and resources which I used and have been using ever since this degree. For example, everything. The industry calls this the programmer's best friend, as it lets you instantly access files anywhere on any of your drives in a split second. Another resource which I want to point out is the Cherno's YouTube channel, which I cannot recommend enough. I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without his guidance. Now, before you click off this video to take a look at the fundamentals, which are in the link in the description, let's talk about the second thing you need. This is something that online courses don't teach you, and honestly is one of the main reasons I believe that the industry hires graduates specifically from this degree. During this year, 150 of us spent time learning C++ together, learning graphics together, learning physics together, and well, I think you see where I'm going with this, right? Yeah, there was a lot of learning, and with that came even more communication. When you and those surrounding you share the same passion, which in this case was creating games, you learn something that no solo learning can give you. No course, no book, nothing. You learn to share, you learn to ask, and most importantly, you learn to question what you know, and that empowers you to think in more ways than you ever could by yourself. My school teachers used to say, teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, it's corny, but it's true. This is why when someone asks me, what should they do in order to become a better developer, I always answer with, join a team and work on any project. Just work with people. Doesn't matter what you do. So in our case, we're talking about game development. Now, if you don't have access to a university or a degree that lets you work in a team, then join a game jam. Find a team, get to know them, talk to them, and ask them questions. And most importantly, be curious. So one last thing before I leave you today. If you have any questions about the fundamentals I shared, which again are in the link in the description, please drop your questions as comments on this video. This way we can use it as a Q&A thread where everyone can find it easily in the future. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next time.